you're missing the point. You're missing the point. The point is that you already came. I'm not saying you. I'm missing the point. No. You're missing the point. Are you aware that the British people came to Egypt and lived in Egypt?
Shamsi, can I ask a question?
Not just the government. Are you aware of that, mate?
No, the army.
No, yes or no? Are you aware?
I didn't go.
No, I'm not saying you.
No, but I can only
you just
answer
said the British people. I just showed you wrong. Anyway, not tell me at the same time. First victim, second victim, first victim.
I didn't go.
Step by step. I'm joking.
You're the one pretending to be a victim.
I'm joking. My point here is, look, I'm joking. It's good to joke sometimes. I understand. Look, yeah, I understand. But what I don't like double standard. And that's what I see. You with me? That's what I see in the West. Not everyone in the West. There's out there, some English people are very good people, very helpful people, likewise Americans and the French. But I'm talking specifically about the white supremacists.
Yeah, I don't know what's to see them.
No, but I'm saying, so when you see Iraqi man, or even a Pakistani man, like last week I was here, and one of the ADL follower, he's telling the Pakistani brother, go back to your country.
Well, I can tell you another one as well. Like, yesterday I was threatened as well. Last week I was threatened by two mass Muslims. They come up to me, threatened me. And
how do you know they're Muslims?
Because they said they were. They told me, they said I don't have any right to speak about their religion.
So if I come to you and say I'm a Christian, you're going to take it like that?
What do you mean?
If I say I come to you and I say I'm a Christian, you're just going to take it like that?
Yeah. Take like what, sorry?
Are you going to believe me because I said it?
Well, no, I'm just saying that there was a man who came up to me and said, I'm Muslim and you can't speak about my religion. So I mean, the threats go both ways. I don't blame
Who is the threat? Who is the threat on that?
What's that, sorry?
Hold a minute, please. What is the threat on that if someone tells you cannot talk about religion? Which I don't agree with, because everyone's allowed to have a nice discussion as long as we respect one another.
Well, see if I can point them out and we can get them on camera as well. But they just said, yeah, you can't wear that, I mean, you can get hurt, this kind of thing. So, yeah.
But to be honest, this is another tactic of the idiots and far right to try to make try to make a Muslim very evil. Like if you speak against Islam, I'm not saying you, but you are carrying out making this Muslim look very evil. We have who? Who's named the American guy for 25 years? He was here. Jay Smith. 25 years. Every Sunday here, insulting Allah. Insulting Prophet Muhammad.
When did I ever insult
I'm not. Hear me out. No, it does. And no one.
You just read your scriptures.
Hear me out. So no Muslim touch him. You understand? No one touch him. No one harm him. He went back to America, healthy and everything. So not every people are trying to make it seem that if you speak against Islam, the Muslims are gonna harm you and kill you. Let's go back to the main point here. My main point is that. So last week, the idiot came here. He said, "Go back to your country, to Pakistani brother." But hold a minute, are you aware that there were millions of Pakistanis and Bengalis and Indians fought for this country in the World War II?
That's right.
So therefore, logic dictates their offspring should have a right. About 2,000, about two of them. There were two of them. No, 2002. This guy. Are you serious? You please, you are not. Yes, if you study. 1 minute. So logic dictates the Pakistanis have a right to live here. The Indians have a right to live here. The Bengalis. But guess what? The country that tried to destroy Britain, their offspring and their people are allowed to come to this country in, out, without any visa. Who are they? The Germans. And those who fought for this country, they're not allowed to come here. Who are they? Pakistanis and Bengalis. What logic is that, man? Huh?
Can I ask you a question?
I like silence.
Can I ask you a question?
I like silence.
Can I ask you one question?
Anyway.
Can I ask you a question?
No. I think you're missing the point.
Shamsi, can I ask you a question?
Go on.
You know, like you said.
Oh,
sorry, bro. Can I ask him a question?
No, but I was telling you because you said you want the immigrant that comes here.
Well, I'm all down for legal immigration.
I understand
I'm a massive advocate of that.
I understand, but you're saying that as long they have what? High qualification, education, likewise they are here to have the country. But I'm saying that is not, I agree with that. We don't want people to come here and try harm the country. But what I'm saying, listen to my point. When the British and the Americans and the French want to bring people's countries, they never had that criteria for themselves.
Right.
When they came to, like
they
France,
invaded the country, and I don't agree.
That's what I'm saying. So if you destroy people's country and the people are coming to your country for help, logic dictation, you know what? It's true, I'm going to help you because I'm Algerian, Egyptian, Iraqi, I'm Muslim. Okay. So every Muslim country is my country.
So brother, by that logic...
Millions are... go see they call them Syrians.
Like Britain does.
No, Britain, listen, we have to be just. Britain has a lot of people, without any doubt. We cannot lie. And I said it in videos. The best country in Europe for the Muslims are Britain. Wallahi. Wallahi, Britain is the best country for the Muslims in Europe, even in the non-Muslim countries.
Why is Britain better? Why is Britain just
because the Muslims here, they can practice Islam freely.
Yeah.
There's no harassment. I lived in France.
Yeah.
In France,
You know what, it's
if you
Christian- Christian values that holds that.
I don't know about it's Christian values.
It's Christian values that holds all that
It's a liberal.
foundation.
It's a liberal circular country.
Give thanks to Christ.
It's a liberal.
Because it holds that
Excuse me.
foundation.
Can you
for
come
freedom
down?
of speech.
You're already short. Don't go down. Whoa.
I don't mind. The Lord made me like this.
You make me. Me and you should be friends because you make me very, very proud of my height.
That's good.
At
least I make you proud of something.
So what I'm saying, that when they came to be with country, this is my point. They practice Islam freely, like we give da'wah freely.
Yeah.
They don't harass us. In France, if your name is Mohammed or you're Algerian, Moroccan, it's very hard for you to get a job. But here, regardless what is your name, you can be a manager.
So you're liking under law then?
Of course, without any doubt. I have to be just. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran, وَمَا جَزَاءُ الْإِحْسَانِ إِلَى الْإِحْسَانِ. If someone do good to you, be good to him.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there is a book I want to give you as a gift.
Sure.
Please.
I love a gift. I mean, yeah.
I want you to read it because last time we were discussing about an issue.
Sure. I mean, what discussion did you hear of mine last?
I have brought this book.
I never discussed the age of Aisha. That's exactly what I didn't discuss.
No, you did. I remember you.
No, you did. I mean, go and
but
listen.
anyway,
No,
it's a nice book you can
no,
read.
No, let's explain that.
Okay.
What I discussed last time, I laid the point out very clearly, about 3 times. I was just asking, is that when is sexual maturity reached? I'm here to ask that. I was here to
Oh,
find out
the age of
what-
maturity.
Yeah, and that's what I'm here
The
to
age
ask.
9. The age of 9. Aisha mentioned herself in the.
No, I don't.
Okay, no problem.
Isn't
Back-
part of the discussion.
Okay, forget this.
Why were you offended by that? Why is that a problem? Why do I need additional material? I mean, I just asked.
No,
to say anything offensive.
because if I'm seeking the truth and I will learn about people's culture, if someone give me a book, I should read it. You know.
But I come in to discuss it because I want to have a discussion.
Yeah, no problem. Here, this is about
This is
this
a-
Islam. You can read it, and it doesn't mean you're going to become Muslim or something. But it's better off to have information directly from Islamic sources.
So we all like that.
Of course, Islam against extremism, without any doubt. Are you aware that in the 90s, the Muslim scholars warned against Bin Laden?
They were brilliant in the 90s.
In the 90s,
Wow,
yeah.
why couldn't they stop them?
Huh?
Why didn't they stop them?
That's what I'm saying. Do you know why? Because you have a big countries like America and other countries who support Bin Laden in the 90s.
So why were they celebrating in the streets
Also,
when it happened?
no.
Why
I'm
were the
talking
people?
Listen carefully. I'm talking Muslim scholars. I do differentiate between scholars and the layman.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, let's go back to the
Still,
main
it
point.
shows where the heart of the people,
No, it's not. It's
the
not.
heart of the people is.
It's not because if you go to Ijwa Road, there's many Muslims smoking what? Shisha. Doesn't mean Islam tell you to smoke shisha. Shisha is haram in Islam. So don't mix between the two. You understand?
Jesus said, no one goes into your body makes you defiled. It's what comes out of your heart, what comes
I
out
don't know
of
if
the man's
Jesus said that. Well,
No, he did say
I'm going to
that.
talk about Christianity to you, but
did
my
say
point
that.
is, in the 90s, they weren't against Bin Laden. In the 90s, in Algeria, the extremists were killing my people. Guess what? The head of them came to Europe. When the Muslim government asked the European government to give them back, they said no, human rights. But they are murderers. They are terrorists. They are killers. But when they start killing the British people, they said, you know what, forget about human rights, you are terrorists. But they were terrorists in the 90s, when they were killing us in Algeria for a decade. They were terrorists when they put a bomb in Mecca. They were terrorists when they killed the Muslims in Senegal. To show you again, I'm not attacking you, but I want you to understand there is a clear-cut double standard in the West.
Why is there problems in every Muslim country? Why is there death, like war?
The exact point is.
Do you understand the point?
Don't you
Do you understand the point?
I understand.
Everyone understands the point.
There's military engagement. I don't agree with the war in Iraq.
What's the ultimate
I don't
point? Is if you look around,
how because there's been a war
Middle
in Iraq
East
and
is
the Middle
chaos.
East, that's why it means extend you.
Right,
anyone
and
can come
if you
over
look
to-
at
Because if I destroy your house and you come to my house, should I complain?
Sometimes people like you
I'll repeat again.
are victims
Logic
of
dictates if I destroy your house.
amnesia.
do you think
You never called me to come destroy your house. I came and destroyed your house, and you know what? You said I have no house. Shamsi, I never told you to come destroy my house. You destroy my house, I'm coming to stay in your house. Do you think I should complain about that?
This is the question I was asking.
Yeah.
His logic says,
Huh?
I don't want you to my house.
So why did you destroy my house?
I didn't destroy a house.
You missing the point again. He's not Muslim. He can tell. It's simple points. It's not hard. Guys playing. I will tell you again. Don't come to the lion's den. Anyway, it was nice talking to you. I have the book there.
Yeah,
What's your name again?
Read this. My name is John Smith.
John Smith. My name is Shamsi Ben Safi.
Yeah, I'm sure we will do this again sometime.
We'll see you again. I'm gonna go because I have a class in the evening time. But hopefully, how long are you staying here?
They asked for reparations.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna go.
Go over it.
You know,
Oh, you can read it. Go home, read
example,
it. Next week, maybe we'll meet up again. And
It's been great.
all right. Where are you from anyway? What country are you from?
Right. So,
Like,
do they get reparation or?
I'm from the UK and I'm from the United States.
I'm going by his logic.
No problem. All right, take care, man.
Because he says
United Snakes.
He said,
because all those countries were Christian. Turkey.
Yes, Christian man. You have a word with me.
Can I just ask you one question?
Go on, what's your name?
Jamie.
Jamie, Shamsi. Jamie.
You don't think America shouldn't be the hegemon of the world, right?
Islam
Said
conquered.
what?
You don't think America should be the hegemon of the world, right?
Should not be.
Not be the hegemon, big power.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're going to be power or not, but I'm saying, I think my point here is, look, Americans are complaining about the illegal immigrants, about Iraqis and Egyptians and so on, or the Syrians, okay? But who destroyed their country to begin with? They destroy their countries. So if you destroy people's countries and people come to your country, stay in your country, don't complain. Because Iraqis, even Gordon Brown, there was an interview on ITV1, and he said that clearly Americans knew that, whose name? Saddam never had a nuclear weapon. Likewise, the British government. But guess what? They went and destroyed Iraq completely. They made Iraq a backroad country.
Yes,
Of course, that's what I'm saying. No, but
a million of us protest against the war.
he's talking about
no doubt, the
And yet,
biggest.
and yet the Northwich people are
which
suffering
is in
as
the
well.
West.
Not all of them, not all of them. But the biggest protest in Britain, according to my knowledge, there was protest against going to Iraq.
Go to Saudi Arabia.
Again, shows you what? The hypocrisy of democracy.
No, it's the people in
Because that's
charge.
where Muhammad came from.
Understandable
He got
charge,
Islam
but
conquered
people were supporting the
far
armies. Again, let me clarify something.
push him down out.
Yeah, they always. Yeah, taxi and they supported it without any doubt. There's two types of army that went to Iraq. Some of them, they were generally thinking, we're going to have the innocent people there, without any doubt. But some of them had hatred for the Muslims and Islam, and therefore, you know what? That is the best chance for me to go and kill the Muslims. And what is it? They were exposed when they were, look how they mistreat the prisoners, like a dog, animals, piecing on people.
Have to walk thousands of miles to
Abu Ghraib prison.
Saudi Arabian rich brothers.
That's what I'm saying. But again, you respect your army. The British people respect their army, and when they come back, dead, they respect them.
I respect the individual soldiers, not the people in charge who are...
Yeah, but the soldiers were killing people.
Yes,
Yeah, I respect those who left.
do a job, when you're hired to do a job.
Why don't the Muslim brothers take them?
They're not, but they don't. Sorry.
Well, you're going to go against your elite. When you're being told to do something.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali is an example. Muhammad Ali, for example, Muhammad Ali didn't go to war to Vietnam.
One minute, South America.
Chose to kill, and
South America.
chose to kill, they come back and they boast about it.
From the Spanish, they take the gold from South America. I'm not going to go and get the gold back from them.
I was just told
They took it and spent.
Yeah.
Spend it. Spend it, women and drink. So am I going to go to Spain and say, oh, I want my gold back?
No. Me and you, no, forget all of that. Listen. You believe in God. Okay. You believe Jesus is God.
Amen.
And you believe he's the all-loving God.
Amen.
So when Jesus said kill babies, was he all-loving God?
You're talking about the Old Testament and the law and what was given to Joshua and
By
others.
Jesus.
So when Jesus flooded the whole world and killed millions of babies,
You tell me.
so what's the difference?
What do you mean? You tell
By
us.
sword or by flood?
No, you tell us.
God can use his judgment by any means.
So let me understand.
So are you saying God is not allowed to use his judgment by sword or by flood? No, are you saying that?
Let me speak now.
Are you limiting God? Because God can bring down a judgment on a nation. God can bring judgment down on England now and have thousands of people butchered.
You're going to allow to speak now.
Because you're limiting God, Shamsi. You're trying to put Jesus there. I said, yeah, Jesus ordered everything.
So killing babies and children is not wrong.
Killing babies and children.
It's a mix of duties.
God gave life to those babies. God gave life to those
Prophet
babies.
Muhammad. Listen, God gave Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad said don't kill babies and children.
Children have got cancer. No, it's the same. They're dying. And God allows everything. They're dying. They are dying. What's the difference? If you get run over, or a plane crash, or you die by war, or you die by flood, what's the difference? You're going to die. Whether you're 2-year-old or 80-year-old, you're trying to bring this emotional thing, right? When God brings
And that's why a lot of the troops joined the army, because my ancestors gave my life for my country, therefore I like to follow in their footsteps.
cuddly.
The initiating side, did they have to go to war?
What's love?
Have to. They didn't have to. But when you join the army, you obey orders.
Michael was saying the other way, right?
So you obey orders, so you obey orders blindly, without question.
That's not even
It's a very country.
Michael was saying the other week, right?
Are they commanded by God? Yes, they say that. Are they? Yeah, they say that. Where's the scripture? Yeah, but you and them. Oh, hold on. So your scriptures command. No, they don't.
They started losing.
They
started losing.
Philistines. It does. No, it does
It's the
not.
same in World War I, the same in World War II. No, if they were winning, there's no way they'd disobey.
It's not commanded for me.
If they were winning, why would they disobey?
You'd have to tell me.
Because you're silent.
You're making assumptions right now in comparison. Michael, we actually
It's just a basic of human nature. You don't want to continue something knowing that it's the lost battle.
Really?
Because the Zionists are
So there's been no empires and no elites that have fought to the death.
Jesus said,
There are exceptions.
Of course they have. So right now
I'm saying on
you're making assumptions based on what you would do. I'm giving you the information that Heiko gave us last week, and he's saying that one of the fundamental reasons the German army fell is because a lot of people started to fight back against their own elites and their own commanders.
Yeah, because the Allies were destroying their food supplies. You know, they couldn't eat.
The thing is, I haven't even given you a timeline as to when this started
the decisions by Hitler were absolutely terrible. You know.
Really?
Oh yes.
Really? Yes. Didn't he take a majority of Europe?
Because he let his generals do the job. As soon as he took control, he fucked everything up.
I don't really know.
You're saying Hitler was a great military genius. You're saying Hitler was a great military genius.
Is that what I said? Did I come out?
No, you're saying, well, obviously, you're saying Germany did so well. You must include that.
Germany is just Hitler as a sole entity. It's not made up of millions of soldiers.
Obviously, it's made up of millions of soldiers. I'm just saying, commanding generals. The generals, the generals.
How do you equate the whole of the German army, the whole of the German nation to Hitler?
That was the big personality type of. Obviously,
no, but my question is, how did you take my statement and somehow come to the conclusion that I said everyone was personified by Hitler as a single individual? Where did you get that from?
Because the fact is that you're saying that when Germany took Poland, took Czechoslovakia, France, all those countries under Hitler's rule, you were pointing the credit of that to Hitler.
No. I asked you, right, if he was a terrible leader, how did Germany manage to take a decent...
Because he let his generals do the work without him interfering that much.
How is that not showing leadership? One of the main things of leadership is knowing when to relinquish your control.
Yes, and he didn't do that. He didn't do that in the later stages of the war. He didn't do that in the later stages of the war. He took full control.
Do you even know how again the German army came to pretty much a stall in the later stages of the war?
Because they've been attacked by two sides.
One, they were being attacked by two sides, but two, they couldn't take Russia. Do you know why they couldn't take Russia?
Because superiority was too cold, and Stalin, he did the same mistake by trying to take full control of the Soviet army, and he did such a bad job that his generals say, just focus on the factories and the productions, we'll take control, and then they started beating the Germans back because they let the generals do the job.
I'm going to have to pull you out here. You've got to make history great on your height. You have, right?
And that is the history. That is the history.
I've heard that argument before about Stalin relinquishing control and the generals taking over. It was
and that's when they started beating the German army. The Germans lost because Hitler took too much control and made all these awful decisions like Stalingrad and all these other things.
The reason the German army lost in confrontation with the Russian army is because the Russian army had this tactic where they were willing to burn everything. And then retreat back into the... That is the main reason. Russia did not have the tanks, they did not have the military force to navigate Russia as a country. This then led to diminishing supply. All they had to do is wait out. That's all they had to do. So Germany was never even prepared for Russia's tactics.
Then why did so many people die in the Russian front?
Say that again?
Why did so many people die in the Russian front if all they had to do was wait?
There was always going to be Russian.
No.
Give up. You just said...
the casualties of the Russians is in like the tens of millions,
Yeah, of course.
Far more than the Western allies. That's because of awful decisions by Stalin at start.
I do understand that, but you're forgetting the main point that we're discussing right now. Germany managed to take a significant portion of Europe.
Yep.
You said that Hitler was a terrible leader.
A military leader, maybe he had a strong cult personality, that's obviously influenced a lot of people, but when he gave the main decisions to his generals, then yeah, the German army was unstoppable at that point. But as soon as he became too involved with the decision making, always having the final say, never letting them be independent, then the German army completely derailed and couldn't really get any progress done. That's consensus of all the data historians do come to.
We can go down to the semantics of it. We can go down to Germany's leadership, or we can go down to Germany's resources, supplies, and preparation.
Well, I just find it daft that you think that the Germans, the average German soldier, had the foresight to thinking this is wrong, and therefore I'm not going to obey my command.
That's the history.
That is not the history. They were determined to continue this whole spread of Nazism.
This was the German army that stopped on Christmas Day to play football along with the English.
No, that's World War I.
No.
We're talking about World War II.
This is the German people, yeah? These are the same people.
They're not the same. They're not the same mindset at all.
They're not the same people at all.
Not mindset. Same people, not the same mindset.
Again?
They were not National Socialists. You got to remember that.
So
they were not National Socialists back then.
You do realise World War II was pretty much still connected to World War I, right? The same
because it is
followed them into World War II, and this is why we had World War II.
Yes.
You do realise?
So you're saying that the average German soldier in World War I had this idea of the Aryan white race and all that stuff, that they're going to conquer the world for a German empire that will last 1,000 years.
That existed long before World War I, the theory of the Aryan race, etc. This was like French Revolution time. That's when that started. So I don't really know where you're getting the idea that it didn't exist.
But that wasn't the mindset of the German army back in World War I.
I'm pretty sure
obviously. No, the German intention was to win the First World War. They didn't have this idea of conquering the entire world.
Say again?
The German soldier in World War I, his objective was just to win the First World War by conquering France, not to conquer the world like the ones in World War II.
German soldiers or German military command? Which one? You have to distinguish between the two.
Both. The military command or the average soldier in Germany in the First World War didn't have the same mindset as the ones in World War II.
So what was the distinct change in personality or mentality between those two periods?
Well, first of all, after the Germans lost the war, they had to sign the humiliating contract, and obviously the economy collapsed. The women, they couldn't afford
the printing of more money.
Printing of more money. The women had to prostitute themselves. They were completely humiliated.
Ills.
Yes, and also culture, and also they feel like their people are being disgraced.
That's always going to be a symptom. It's never a causal factor. That's always going to be a symptom. When people are feeling a little bit poor and a little bit out of resources, they tend to cling onto the most shallow and most superficial aspects of themselves to make themselves feel a little bit more united and put themselves under a label. That's a symptomatic cause, as opposed to something that would actually cause.
I think you should never underestimate it of how trodden the Germans felt back then.
Yeah, but
and obviously when they had this guy called Hitler saying like, "I'll get you out of your economic state," of course they're going to follow that person.
Always existed in people
who
do not necessarily at all are successful in life. That is the fundamental fact of it. People who tend to be a little bit less successful tend to kind of cling onto nationalism a little bit more than your average person.
But national socialism is very different.
Economic ills and nationalism, they're two different things, right? Economic ills, like I said, that is the main cause. Nationalism tends to be a symptom of these things. Because when a country is in economic ills, do they want to blame themselves, or do they find it easier to find a scapegoat?
Yeah.
Most of the time,
that's why the Nazis blamed the Jews.
This is why we get. This is why we get scapegoats and nationalism, etc. You can see it today. But the main question here, when we first started this conversation in particular, we were talking about the ability of the soldier to take responsibility, right? Responsibility for their actions. And your logic was that not all, or majority of soldiers do not have this inkling, and they shouldn't really have this inkling when they are
even the normal public felt the same. We done tests where, for example, a subject who doesn't know this test has been, obviously watched over and controlled, and they told like, oh, right, there's going to be a subject that's going to ask a series of questions. If he says the wrong question, you're going to get him a little electric shock, and obviously if he doesn't continue getting the wrong questions, you're going to dial up the
milligrams.
Exactly, and it just shows that whether it's a soldier, it's a normal civilian, we're always going to we're going to put our morals aside and always look at the commanding structure telling us what we should do.
This is Philip Zimbardo's study.
Yeah.
This is Philip Zimbardo's work.
You think it's flawed?
Now, again, Philip Zimbardo will always tell you that there has to be a number of circumstances leading to that decision making.
Yeah, but that's just a normal public. It must be even worse in the military, where
the normal conformity.
The soldiers are not taught to be individuals. They're taught to be part of a machine,
and that's why you have the training regime. You have the training regime to battle them down.
Yes.
Now, what I'm saying is that people now know this. Soldiers forfeit their consent, so they have the inkling, they have the foresight, they have the information to know that what they are going to be doing in the future.
You mean they can access it but don't have it?
Should I go?
They can access it.
Of course they have.
Doesn't mean.
Of course they have it. What do you think consent forms are? They don't have consent forms in the military.
Oh yeah, but that's not what I meant. Like,
do they not cover the kind of not even atrocities, but the kind of actions that they will possibly be asked to do in service for their country?
Some may do, some may don't.
I don't think you have selective consent forms. I'm pretty sure they're all universal.
No, not selective. I'm saying like the information that they could access doesn't mean they're going to choose to access that.
The information that is presented in that consent form is directly correlation to their service. If there's no information in there and there is a lack of information in there, they legally don't have to serve. They legally do not have to do any actions that aren't within their contract. That is the legal term of it. So we need to say that some people may, some people won't. That doesn't make sense legally.
Well, legally you think all the circumstances of them joining the army are the same?
Say that again?
You think the circumstances of them joining the army in the first place are all the same?
The criteria, the information, the consent, the consensus of them joining the army, right? That's all laid out to them. That's why we have consent forms.
Yes. And
now, I am saying that they have this information beforehand.
Yep.
And they all read this information. Or they should, whichever one is thing. But the information is there for them to read.
Yeah.
Now, if that information is there for them to read, how are you telling me that the common mind of the common person is to suppose, or the common person, the common soldier, is to just follow whatever the person in authority is saying?
Because they've been trained to be part of a collective group and not individuals.
That's trained. That's very different to the average mindset. Very different.
Yeah, I perfectly accept that moral soldiers who join the army for different reasons to a working class thug who just wants to get a bit of action,
Absolutely.
So, yeah, there you go. And yeah, they're all given the same sort of like consensus that you have to kill when given orders and blah, blah, blah.
Yes,
you cannot go against those rules and whether your moral basis on that.
But then, this is where the conversation was there, over there, just a minute ago when you jumped in. The conversation was that these people, right, like you say, join a mob mentality, and that's the actual psychological term for it, mob mentality.
Or patriotic.
Mob mentality. Mob mentality, patriotic, that's a very creepy comparison.
Is it really? Is it?
Washed over by a euphoric wave of nationalism. How's that?
But what he was trying to say in particular is that if these people, right, had this sort of mindset, not even had this sort of mindset, but if these people in particular who joined this mob mentality and were very conformist, etc., blah, 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 the reason they felt to join the military or the reason they felt to go to war or whatever, blah, 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 is because of the 9/11 attacks. And the reason they went to war is because of weapons of mass destruction, even though that was based on a rumor. And we have a report now to show that that was a complete false.
But how do we? How can we 100% know this?
How can we 100% know?
Well, how do you know if Saddam Hussein did make weapons of mass destruction, but got rid of them when he was...
We have how many years of occupation in Iraq or Afghanistan, whichever one? How many weapons have we come up with?
No, you still got rid of them, you know. You still could have got rid of them.
Yeah, that's cool, but how many weapons we got with?
I believe my own jet.
He definitely had chemical gases.
I do remember back in the early 1990s there was parts of weapons that were intercepted, bound for Iraq. Well, yeah, I heard about that, yeah. Potentially used against Kurdish insurgent forces. So, obviously, yeah, I'm not saying obviously Iraq in 2003 had weapons, but obviously there was potential suspicion at the time that it may have.
But the only problem that I have with that is that we're basing that, and a lot of the credentials that we're giving to that sort of claim is based on our racism. That is completely it. Because if this was any other European country...
Are we talking in 2003?
If this was any other European country, we had the Salisbury attack not long ago.
Yeah.
Do you see us rushing to war?
No.
But we have more credentials there than we did with weapons of mass destruction. Right? But it was because of our blatant discrimination towards the Middle East that we just believe that it has to be there, right? Somewhere he could have got rid of them. These are all excuses that don't meet on paper at all. So when we talk about weapons of mass destruction, let's look at the facts. We have been in Afghanistan, or Iraq. We've been in there for how long? Near enough a decade.
2003.
Yeah. We've come up with no weapons of mass destruction. Those are the clear facts that we have.
Right now, we have to go on the fact. We're focused on intellectual discussions rather than entertaining matters. They do attract. Which business benefit from the short period? When the long run, you lose that.
What's the word? He had the old saying, don't stand and say the dictator they can't control. And he had a degree of stability within the states.
That's again, I agree with that.
Here as well, Gaddafi, they thought they could, they were suddenly friends with him for a little while, and then it's like they weren't anymore.
Just going back to your question, why don't there? One could argue it's great, such a mess. Get out of it! And moral objective, maybe clean up the mess.
Thank you. I can agree with that, because you can't just, on one hand, it's a non-winning argument. You go in, you shouldn't. Okay, like you said, you create a mess. If you leave, I like the idea. Like, get people together, create a mess, and you let it. You stay, you're like, oh, you're still here, and the mess is still
Are you ready? Yeah, where's that lad? Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Modine. Basically, I want to just ask you something quickly, yeah? Alright, now we'll do that later. This is just talking, you get me? Like, man's Modine's here. What's the... Do you want me to hold the thing, fam? Let me hold the thing. No. I'll stay here.
I'm going to read the thing, fam. No. Let me think. I ain't on a hard thing today, you know.
Yeah, basically...
I'm allowed to hold that.
No, basically, man's going to come... Because basically, man's got to go pray, yeah? I'm not like you, man. When it's time for prayer, I put time. I have to know if prayer's at 4:10, I put 20 minutes before I get to the prayer. So I have to leave in 20 minutes. You get me? So I don't know what I'm going to say in 20 minutes because I've got a lot of things to say today, innit? But, hello, Ethan.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Listen.
So I'm going to give Modine an interview later as well, still.
Yeah, so we got to do the interview thing. But basically, we're not doing the proper thing right now because we're just the girl them's getting warmed up. Obviously, how's the girl them today? Why is the girls them not phoning me? That's what I want to know. You better phone me, you know, because I want to have kids with you, innit? Inshallah, innit? But a couple of girls phone me, but I don't know if they're serious. But wait, listen, I don't want to. No, come here. We're doing that tonight. We're gonna do that today. Just talking. Today, just chilling. Tonight, we got some important things to say. I'm gonna say them because there's no time. What am I gonna say in 20 minutes? You know what I'm saying? But let me say the normal stuff. Like obviously, I love the gal them. I love you all. What are you saying? Have you missed me? The gal them. How come you haven't phoned me? Why haven't you linked me? I'll give you free massage. No one will give you free massage except for Modine. 1 hour massage for free. The best massage in London for free. Or the code is Modine Special Massage. And that's it, it's just a massage. I'm not going to do nothing else, just give you a massage from head to toe for all the girls only and free. Who's going to give you free massage? No one. I'm giving you free massage. So just get in touch with me. My number, I left it at home, but when I get home, call me on my number. But only girls, please, yeah? I don't want guys. 07438 515 444. This is only for the gal them. I'll repeat it one more time. This is the last time I'm repeating it. 07438 515 444. I left my phone at home, so when I get home, I'll get your messages, but I'll get your calls and that. But serious thing, I got WhatsApp as well. You can WhatsApp me. If you ain't got credit, WhatsApp me on that number. So it's free massage to make you feel happy. The best massage in London. I don't think you'll get a better massage than that. All from Modine for the gal them, for chicks. And if you're married, I'm sorry, I can't do your massage, because if you're married, I can't really touch you like that. You get me? But if you're not married, we can sort something out. You get me? But I don't want married women to be coming asking for massage and then their husbands saying, "Oh, go on." You get me? And it's haram, innit? It's haram to things married chicks. So if you're not married, get in touch with me ASAP. I'll make you feel like you're in another planet. You get me? You're in heaven. You get me? So basically, this is like, you want to do a promotion code from your thing, just say Modine. Anyway, no promotion code, just call me, WhatsApp me, and I'll be very happy to chat to you. And don't be afraid, because it will be done like proper, you get me? Unless you want me to do cupping, I can do cupping as well, hijama. Cupping is like taking out blood. So basically it's taking out blood from your back, from your head, from your legs. So I can do that as well. If you want that, I can do that. You understand? And take out the dirty blood, not the clean blood, innit? I'm just trying to save people, you get me? So just let me know. I will drive down to you, you get me? Yes, man. You saying, brother, you good, I will drive down to you, don't worry. It will be better than Thorpe Park, better than Chesington, better than Alton Towers, better than Waterworld, better than a holiday, best time ever. All you gotta do is press those buttons, get in touch with me. WhatsApp me is better. You get me? You can WhatsApp me on that number. I'm gonna say it last time, but you lot better be smart and take this number quick. Do not write this number, send it to your friends, but your girlfriends, not your boyfriends, your girlfriend. 07438 515 444. WhatsApp me, let me know what time it is. We can talk details on the phone. I'm not gonna talk too much here. But like I said, you will get rid of all your stress. You will feel like you are in another world. And it will be a time of your life. Modine Special Massage, strictly for the gal them. Yeah, there's royalty out here, fam. You'll get treated like royalty, fam. All you gotta do is press the button. Let me know. And I'm not gonna say this again. This is the last time I'm saying this. So press the button. And also I will get the food as well. So the food is on me as well. Snacks, drinks, but halal drinks, no alcohol. And that's it. Khalas. You get me? Big up COE, yeah?
I'll give you the interview later, you know.
Yeah.
It's going to be a grilling stock on front. People don't want to know shit, you get me?
It hurts me when people actually do say like...
We see the comments.
Then you can like the system, or at least know what to look out for. But yeah, a lot of people who are kind of like even pro-conservatives, they're very, very invested in communist states. Communist states, socialist states, no one knows. And you've got a lot of historical communist states. Like, I know the argument that people try to throw out.
Jesus is why don't you early school. They were pumped. They wanted to share everything. They communalised. They wanted to share everything. Not find is yours. Put it all together.
That's the thing as well. Like a lot of people as binary. They're not binary. They're spectrums. Yeah. That's the thing. That's the theory behind it. The spectrums. And in Russia, what happened was basically after the war, one side wanted to revolutionary warfare where he would become a superpower military and would stop it or deter any kind of like opposing forces and stopping possible war after that, ironically. And then that basically led to the retuning of language was given out by Lenin in the first place, and that led to a whole lot of deaths and people overworking themselves to basically improve the army.
Both Russia and China, they wanted to force an industrial revolution by whatever means necessary. They wanted to drag it, kicking and screaming. They didn't know how many people died. We are going to be Thatcher in China. In China. Oh, yeah. They both wanted an industrial revolution. They wanted to move from that agrarian into like what China is seeing now. And I don't care how many people died. What it took European nations 3 or 400 years to achieve. Stalin did it.
Yeah, it was. The thing is, though, like you can't justify 8 million deaths, but you're absolutely right. The jump from here to like up here, you know, like you can't argue with that. That's terrible. And I think as well, we need to take into consideration the context of the time. They just come from World War I. Yeah. And then they always had that fear of World War II. And then like World War II. How old is the letter? In the Bible it says it's white, in the Bible it says it's white, right?
He said that working class people into a meat grinder. And
How old is the letter J? How old is the letter J?
Weren't they all family as well? All those royal families are all related to each. Yeah. The Battenbergs.
I'm gonna go around. I'll see you guys in a second.
I'll catch you later. Yes. Where's Rich today? Sorry.
I don't know.
I've never seen an image of Jesus.
It's 1 neutron. 600 years ago, the letter J never existed. Going for a little walk. Bit of exercise. What's telling you about the first time the black people ever heard about Jesus was on the throne of That's the only time we know about other than that, we never knew about the man. Images for the king. Even if you're never created no Jesus. How come you've never created no Jesus? The creation of Jesus came when it's like putting shit up on the hill. But you can't walk. You can't walk from over there to over there.
Nobody say letter J.
I'm just being silly because he's being silly. You need to actually know the creator. And you can't say
Tories are falling apart and have been for 30 years over the question. And it's also important to remember there is nothing sacred about the European Union. I voted to remain in the European Union.
Me too.
I want the closest ties to the European Union, or to the people of Europe, better said. But I don't believe, as a consequence of that, that we have to support every policy that Angela Merkel puts. And it is quite clear. Let's not beat around the bush with bullshit about all the rights that Europe grants. Europe is primarily a German-led pan-European organisation to guarantee that the 50% of the economy of Germany that goes to exports and the 50% of those of its exports that go to Europe are guaranteed. That's why Greece was driven into the dust by the German government alongside the French. That's why Portugal was driven into the dust by the German government alongside the French. And Ireland was. And so the idea that the European Union is some hallowed, sacred institution that defends our rights is not true. Nor is the European Union an institution to defend the rights of migrants.
Excuse me.
Because, for example, in Hungary, they simply close the borders. They don't let foreigners in who they don't want to let in. And so the idea that the European Union has some universal rules on movement of people is not true. Not only that, the Austrians and the Germans began to introduce controls on the movement of people. So the idea of pan-European Union is a great thing. But the reality of it is the organisation that we have, the European Union, which is an institution that defends the power and privileges and economies of the two dominant powers, Germany and France.
And France, yeah.
Now, the problem lies in this for the European Union. Just the same as Britain is in an existential crisis in its relationship to Europe, so European Union itself is in an existential crisis. Right across the European Union, just the same as they say, you see, in Britain, this right-wing, what they call right-wing populist trend